coming to you live and in living color. We just thought we would just reminisce a little bit. And this young man right here on my left, oh no, this part, that's my other left, my right arm, is Shaq C. He is just an amazing young man. Let me tell you what this cat has done. You weren't on vacation during any of these, were you?
No, no.
This is Shaq C. On his own time, he went and found Forgive or Forget. People still talking about that show today, and it's just amazing what has happened in that long. And so what Shaq did was found a bunch of mother love videos with Forgive or Forget, and he thought maybe you all might like to see. And we would like to know from you if you ever appeared on Forgive or Forget. Give us a call. Send us an email. You can email ShaqC
at Atomic Dog, ATOMICDAWG 22 at gmail.com.
And you can email me. I am the Mother Love Show at gmail.com. Absolutely. And you see the number up there, 929-477-3088. With the shows that we're going to watch today, you'll get to see some of the guests from we can actually say way back in the day. And when you told me, I grew up listening to you, I'm like, have I been doing this like forever? And it's a grown man. I've been doing it for a long time, you guys. And I do it because I'm supposed to and because I love it. And so today, Shaq, you tell them what we got coming up today with Forgive or Forget.
So we have 3 clips today, and a lot of them are mother love. We was just talking before we started doing the show about mother love just going off on people, which is, for me, that's what I love the most, because people just sometimes they need to get checked. They need a reality check. But especially with teenagers, because it seems like, and I think these teenagers were, if they were of this generation, you'd probably believe it. But obviously, this is now 20 years ago, so a lot of but the same problems, the same issues, and then the next story we're going to talk about is a young lady trying to get a young lady to leave her abusive boyfriend. And that's always an issue, especially when that abused woman is battered and broken. And you'll see that it takes a lot of convincing, and you'll see what happens there. And then the third story is really, I think it's pretty emotional, with a mother and a daughter trying to reconnect, but unfortunately, it just doesn't go anywhere. I'm not going to go anywhere.
Okay.
But you'll have to tune in and look at it and see.
And I'm looking at it like that's not me on the stage. And I'm saying, why don't you cuss her out? Somebody need to check her. And my husband came into the studio and he was like, why you hollering at the TV? I'm like, cause she ain't. I want her to check. He would go. And this was just a little while ago. He says, that's a clip from Forgive or Forget, and that is you on the stage. And I was like, and I could always watch the show like that. I always watched the show and made the show that I would want to sit down and watch. And that's what I did. I mean, I'm like, is she just doofus? And see, I was going off on people. Well, let's get right to it. Now we're gonna do like we did before. Hey, Rosalind Khan has checked in with us. Hey, sweetie pie, thank you for joining us. Tell all your friends, go get your mother, your cousins, all of them. Let them know that the Mother Love Show is right here on Blog Talk. I'm on Restream. I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. My granddaughter had to tell me about it. I don't know why I whisper that one. I don't know. Deezer, that's the one I like to say. Well, I like to say all of them. So you can check Mother Love out on whatever platform, Instagram, Facebook, X, all of them. Because I think we're now on 18 different platforms. So don't say you couldn't find Mother Love this time. So what we got coming up right now, Shay?
So this one is called I'm Fed Up with My Delinquent Daughter. So I think that says a lot.
I already don't like it right now. A delinquent daughter? Okay, shut up, Mother Love. Let me watch it. See, I ain't got to be politically correct. First, how now? Shut up, Mother Love. Okay.
All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm born ready.
All right, let's go.
I couldn't believe it. She had the nerve to give him looks like, oh, baby. At 11 and a half years old, she started running away. At 12, I found out she was sexually active. At 12, mother love, at 12. And then at 13, she told me, Mom, I want to have a baby. And so I said, you are too young. And then I found this letter. It said that I'm going to steal my mom's fiance away from her. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, my daughter? Why would she do that to me? So I confronted her with it, and she said, oh, it was a dream. And I wrote my dream down on her paper. And that. So about a week later, I get this phone call from Juan, but Jennifer's the one that answered the phone. And that, so I stood quiet, and stuff and that. He's like, hey, where's your mom? And she's in the room. Why? I want you to meet me at the park. Of course, you know, I'm thinking, I didn't know what to say at that time. So he goes, I love you. And I heard, me too.
And you hear this entire conversation going on.
Yes.
Let's bring her out here. Come on out here. Come on out, Jennifer. Come join us, please.
That's way too much makeup.
Jennifer. Did you write a note saying you were going to take your mother's boyfriend?
No, I did not.
So tell me what's going on. Why are you just out of control like this?
Well, I liked him and she loved him. I didn't take him away from her. It's just he found me attractive, so he came to me. He called me one night. She was out. She goes out like every Friday.
Wait, stop right there. How old is he?
He's 25, 24.
Okay. He's 25. You're 13. You're a child. First of all. Now go ahead. I just said, because you're a baby. You might look like a woman, but you are a child. Now go on. He called you up.
And he was just flirting with me. I never took him away from my mother.
I heard him say, I love you, and you said, me too.
He never ever
in that
told me.
voice that you
He
had.
never ever told me he loved me.
Yeah, you have that, me too.
They think it's funny. I fail to see the humor in it. You're a child. And if you were my daughter, I would be absolutely furious. So, what I want to know...
What about the 29-year-old that you said you wanted to meet over at McDonald's and you told me he was 17? And I found out he was 29. He didn't care that you were 13. He would do everything for you.
We quit seeing each other.
But still, Jennifer, you lied. You told me he was 17.
Well, tell her what it is that you want from her today.
Jennifer, I want you to stop. I want you to stop. I remember the sweet little girl that we would watch shows together. Oh my God, I would never do that to my mom. I want her back. I want my baby back. I don't want this child trying to be an adult. I want you to stay in school. I want you not to go out and try to get pregnant. I want you back, Jennifer. I don't want this wild girl back. I want you.
All right. Now, Jennifer, you've heard what she wants from you. I want you to come off this set, and I want you to go backstage, and I want you to sit down and think about what your mother is asking from you. When we come back from our break, we'll find out what it is.
All right, so let's get out the door. But I want to go forward to see what you were saying to these people during the break, because
Oh, you got all of that.
Because you went off. When I tell you went off, my love.
Weight Watchers,
Okay,
because it works.
Is so upset. I am somebody's mother. I got nieces. I got nephews. I got godchildren. I have friends who have children. You young ladies could turn out one day to be their wives. Do you think, or somebody's wife, you think I want you all to go out here and be stupid women? They kill people like you. There are people out there waiting on y'all like that. Oh, they dumb. Their mother not paying attention to them. They think they're grown. Let me go bump them off. Let me put them out there on the street. Let me teach them how to prostitute. Let me turn them into drug addicts because they don't care. Why should I? You better listen to what I'm saying. Because see, right now
well, tell them how you really feel, Mother Love. These kids,
can you believe that?
It's even worse.
Yeah,
it's even worse. They had a pact. I think it was up at some New York prep school, girls prep school, and they got into a pregnancy pact. We're gonna all get pregnant together. You like 14, 15 years old. Is this
I remember
what you
that.
think? Do you remember that one?
Mhm.
I'm like, really? Really? See, I asked them, I did a tape before the break or during the break. I asked the studio to build me a whoop shack in the back. And they said, what's a whoop shack? I said, why don't you just have a little door on this side? It won't be as big as the door. Just a little door on this side. Some of them might have to duck because I'm not wanting it to be comfortable for them. To go, put them in it, let them go to the whoop shack, right? And they go, well, what's a whoop shack? I'm like, I said, shack where you go get a whooping by an adult because you got stuck on stupid. You paused on ignorant, parked on dumb. How you even think of that? But then I think about this, because I'm concerned about her mother's her rearing rearing skills, and she already let us know that she was from a broken home. And I don't know why people that get married and divorce and have children don't think that's going to affect their children. Unless it's an abusive, and you could be abused emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually. Those are the actualities. You can't just go in there and just start, going in on your daughter. She said she go out every Friday night. Okay, and what is that to her? What business of that is she 13, 14 years old? She should know how to cook a full meal. She know how to clean up a house. She know how to clean herself up, make sure her bathrooms and her kitchens are clean. You can move the clutter out. Because I'm going to tell you this. No man likes a trifling woman. I'm just saying it. And here she is. What kind of rearing skills, what kind of parenting skills does she possess? I mean, when I was 13, 12, 13 years, I wish my mama, listen, my mother had me terrified. I wasn't getting ready to do nothing. I wasn't coming up pregnant. She had like told me, and if you come in here pregnant, you're going to have a baby and we're going to put you out. We're going to keep the baby because that's an innocent child. But your behind got to go. And I'm like, and all I had said was, mama, two of my girlfriends are pregnant at the same time. And she went, and you are what? Celebrating that stupidness? I was like, okay. And I couldn't even imagine even having an adult. This guy's 25 years old. She is 15, 10 years. And that ain't nothing but grooming. So why are you not paying that close of attention? And she's being groomed up by some outsider. My son he used to tell me I was a strict mother and I just was making his life miserable when he was a teenager. That's my job. My position is to make the teenagers of my life. My job is to make you feel uncomfortable. That go with the mommy stuff. Because she didn't strike the fear of God in that child because she didn't have it. My mother had us scared to death of God. I'm still real scared of God. And that has a lot to do with the rearing. Is she wanting to have her daughter to have these qualities maybe that she didn't have? Go to school, do something, make sure your life matters for a reason. You're not here by chance. Okay, let's see what happened to the door. Because I don't forget.
Oh, you sorry. Let me get back to that because I thought we were doing that one. But yeah, so let me go back to the door. Sorry.
No, not at all. And if you want to get involved in the conversation, you can do that live right here. Call 929-477-3088. That's 929-477-3088. And I just realized my phone number got double numbers in them twice. 997788. That's 798. That might be a good number to play if you are inclined to do that. Not to say that
Yeah.
I got the magic, because I would love to.
Don't gambling, but
And people I know, they play the lottery number every day faithfully.
Yep,
I'm
my
like,
dad
"Hey,
does
Mother
it.
Love every day faithfully." See that QR code up there? You could donate to our nonprofit cause. Just give us a call at 626. No, that's not it. 929
929.
477-3088. I was getting ready to give out somebody's private home.
626.
I'm like 626. Oh, I don't think that's it.
Have somebody calling a pizza place or something.
Okay. See, that was something we would have did when we were little. We as kids, we used to ask, do y'all call people up randomly? Do you have Prince Albert in a can? Yes. Well, you need to let him out. And then we hang up on people. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Here we go, people.
Here we go.
Daughters. Kimberly Ferrix just told her daughter Jennifer to straighten up her act because she stole her fiance from her. Well, Kimberly, are you ready to find out if your daughter is willing to get her act and her life together? Go take your place in front of the door. All right, Kimberly, let's open that door. Speak. Go ahead. Talk to your mother now.
I'm sorry for all the things I did to you. And I want to live with my dad, but I want to talk to you every day.
Jennifer, your dad gives you too much freedom.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. He gives you too much freedom. I'm worried that you say that you had a miscarriage a couple weeks ago, right? I don't know that. I don't know if you were pregnant or not, Jennifer. You told me you had the papers that proved that you were pregnant. I didn't see the papers. I don't know if you were pregnant. But I'm scared that being over at your dad's house, that you're going to want to get pregnant and you're going to wind up getting a disease and leaving my life altogether.
I have homesteading for
Jennifer, I want you in school too. I want you in school. I want you to get an education.
That's what I'm doing at my dad's house. It's gonna start.
Jennifer, you haven't been.
He's starting home studies for me.
Wait, let me
I
just.
get into too many fights.
So, do you not want her to spend time at her father's because of her wild behavior?
This is why her wild behavior is, Mother Love, because of him and his girlfriend.
So are you saying no? Do you think that they're being irresponsible as far as rearing her is concerned?
Yes.
Do you ever sit down with him and his girlfriend and explain to them what it is that you want if she's going to be there?
I can't. She don't allow me at her home.
Do you understand she's telling you no? You need to have yourself at home where she can, make sure that you're okay? You might not like it, but do you agree with her? I thought so. We have a few questions. Yes, stand up with me. You can't have this.
Okay, first of all, you said that you wanted to go after her fiance that's 25, right? You are 13 years old. You should not be tramping around town. We're 25 years old, okay? Because I am 25 years old, and I am not going to look at some dirty little girl that's 13 years old. I have respect for myself, and obviously you have no respect for yourself. You have no morals, and you make your mother look stupid because your mother's supposed to be there for your whole life, all right? And aren't you afraid of diseases, too? God, I mean, come on, 13, what's wrong with everyone these days? 13 years old, that's crazy. You're not even developed yet, okay?
She probably developed, that could be the problem.
You're 13 years old. You don't even know how to have sex at 13 years old, okay? Can't you wait till you're married to have sex? What happened to the good traditional values? Because I am 25 years old, and I am waiting till I am married to have sex with someone, okay? Because I am serious. I am not afraid of that, all right?
Will you go, baby?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Yes, stand up with me. Yes.
You say you want to have a baby. How can you have a baby if you are the baby?
And that part.
Laughing.
Yeah, think about that. You're 13 years old. You haven't even gotten to Sweet 16. You haven't gone to a prom. You haven't even done anything. You got too much paint on your face. See, that's why God knows nothing. See, you're a child. You need to learn to stay in a child's place. Do you understand that your mother is talking to you this way and brought you here because she is concerned about your life? You got to be concerned about your life. This gentleman is more concerned about you than you are. You really got to get it together. You really, really do. Our next guest, Felicia.
Yeah, so that's that story.
And she got that blank look on. I can't believe I've been caught up in this, or she just it's just something about her eyes. She's just like,
it's like disconnected.
Yeah, she looks disconnected. And what's sad about that, and if you know this young girl and her mother, will you come send us an email? I'd like to find out.
She commented on this video.
Did she?
So yes, she did. And let me actually go look at this comment right now. Where is it at? This is her. She says, "This was me when I was 14. I didn't change. I ended up doing 11 years in prison. It took me to honestly 29 to wake up. I'm now 36. If I could talk to old me, I beat my own egg." I went to Florida to see and say, this is so funny. So Amber Singh, if you're out there, please contact me at atomicdog5122@gmail.com or the Mother Love Show. And because you commented on my videos, we would love to have you on the show and talk about your experience here on Forgive or Forget.
Yeah. That would be wonderful to find out. Well, to do 11 years in prison, that's what we were hoping would happen with her. So obviously she stayed stuck on stupid.
Yep.
When she finally got it though, that's what's important. Sometimes God will sit you on your buttocks. Might be for a day, might be for 11 years. And I would like to know how she's doing, how her mom is doing. Just kind of like to catch up, see where you are, babies. Thank you very much. If you do, I'm the Mother Love Show at gmail.com. Somebody who knows Amber, let her know what's happening. Let her know we thought about her and her mom. Okay. Oh, Lord Jesus, I'm telling you. Okay, so now there's another clip. Is that the end? That we saw her come through the door. And then she goes and went to jail. She was accountable for her actions.
Yeah.
She said, I jacked up and it took me 11 years in the penitentiary to really get that. Wait a minute. So she in the pen, she's 29. No, she's 36, right? So she's 36.
Right. She's probably
take away 11. She said she was in prison for 11 years. So what was she? She went to jail before her 21st birthday.
It must have been, yeah.
24, yeah. I guess prison will do that to you. If you're out there doing some skullduggery, I tell you, you might get by, but you won't get away. And people think they can do and say and be any kind of way around people, and especially being disrespectful to her mother and then disrespecting herself. To have to give up 11 years. 11 years, that's like 11 birthdays. That's 11 that you spending in prison. Please, babies, please. You all that are listening, you all that could be in that very same predicament, because it's a different time. It's a different century. We're going 2 centuries. It's a different century. The problems and the issues are still the same. We're still working to find out what makes a child at 11 years old want to run away. Kids are running away from something. And this parent, looking back at it in retrospect, she just wanted to be right. And she's 11 and you're not checking this child and she's running away. What is she running from? And why won't you? Because it seemed like all of the issues and all the problems were on this young lady's back. Her name is Amber. All the problems were laid at her feet. She's 11, 12, 13 years old. She's still a baby. You could go up to her, smell milk on her breath. She's that fresh. And for her mother to say, I'm tired of her. She runs away at 11. Okay, why? Something had to be going on for an 11-year-old to even have the presence of mind to know that they needed to run away from that environment. Now, she was saying that her father, the mother said, well, that's the problem. You going to your father's house, and then, that don't even solve right in the sentence. You going over your dad's house, because my father's house is up yonder. You going over your father's house, and he probably letting you have free reign.
Run, do, and rip.
Just stay away from me. Don't let me find you in the gutter. Don't let me, I don't want to come and get you. I'm not giving you bail money or whatever the case is. Because I remember growing up, and my mother told us straight up, I didn't want to be a woman. I didn't want to be a lady. I didn't want that. All that was just too traumatic. I'm like, well, dang, can we hold this down? And so when you're out there and she's running away from something at 13, she wants to have a baby. When kids are that young, especially girls, and they want a baby, I hear this over and over. Why would you want a baby at 14, 15? Because I know the baby would love me unconditionally. I would have somebody to love me all the way through. And then children come perfect. Perfecto. They come out of the womb. They cut the baby with a C-section, pull the baby out. Pure. No worries. No problems, no issues, unless they're sickly babies, because you got to really pay attention to them. But thank God for the most part, bringing another person into the world, and you don't even know how to navigate it yourself. Her mother didn't know how to navigate her life, because if she did, I bet you she's not that much older than the daughter.
Yeah.
I would bet you she wasn't, she probably like 13, 14 years old. Maybe her mother is like in her mid-20s going, okay, but you were a teen mother. But she didn't bring that up, and your father gives you too much leeway. So no, I want you here with me. And the daughter really can't say, well, you want that from me. And I'm forgiving, telling you that I'm sorry with what I did. But she never owned up and fessed up to anything. The mother. Everybody was all up in her Kool-Aid back in the day. See, it wouldn't be back in the day. It would be pretty much the same attitude. I've mellowed some, not around teenagers, because they need to be. See, you don't get a child, have a child, and wait till you 15. Wait till they're 15, and you start disciplining them. That starts the moment they can hit that floor and walk on their own. You start teaching from there, and you don't wait till they're 14, 15. You got to be there with them. And teenagers, they sometimes they're worse than babies. Teenagers make you understand why some species eat their young. I'm sure a lot of parents, especially in my day, they would tell you, I brought you here, I take you out.
Take you out.
Oh, so so that kid that kept going? Oh, and you sitting on pins and needles. And shit, man, that man should take me out. And they could say it with a straight face, and you stand there going, oh my God, my mama, oh daddy, oh please. So she struck the fear of God in us, and that's with a lot. But you can't teach what you don't know. If she did not come, if her mother didn't come from an intact family, and that's two parents in the house. My mother was a widow with 6 kids, and one of our aunts would always come over and take care of us. We was glad when they came over because, well, I was still glad, but still, nonetheless, they made sure that we stayed on the straight and narrow. And on the straight and narrow now is, I don't even know where that is for these kids because the parents aren't on the straight and narrow. They don't know which way they going. They change men like they change underwear, and then you're gonna bring your new boyfriend home to your daughter or your son. Really? Okay. When somebody said her name is Glenda Hicks, she said, I watched Forgive or Forget on January 15, 1999. If that was you, Glenda, let us know that was you. She's from Philly. And what else did she say? Okay. And thank you. See, even Glenda got it. Glenda said, go mother. Hey, women, are you trying to pick Glenda up on my feet? Come on, baby. He going, hey, Glenda, I'm Alex. What are you doing? What are you doing? How are you both? I called in. I'm in the queue to chat. Okay, now they want me to chat with them. Let's see what they got to say. I got to find the queue. Wait a minute. Can I get the engineer in here? Oh, that was so tacky, wasn't it? I've done more tackier things than that. Okay. Honey, there they shut the door when I'm on the air. Like I could hear a rat pee. Okay, so soon as they come in and fix this form, you put forgive or forget January 15th, 1999. Oh my goodness. Okay, how do I get the chat to talk to somebody? They want to talk to her. They want to talk to her. I done called everybody. Okay, first Glenda. This is like so cool. Now comment will display here. Okay.
Oh, is Angela on the phone? I think that's
no. I don't know if she's on the phone. Okay, maybe she's on the phone. No, because
yeah, she says I called in.
Okay, that might be her. She would right. Wait, hold on. Glenda, is that you? Hi, Glenda.
No, that's Angelina.
Oh, Angelina. Hi, Angelina. Hello. Hi, Angelina. So what's your comment on Forgive or Forget from Days of Yore? Thank you. And now, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And you can hear the passion in his voice. This is 20-something years later in the last century. That sounds bolder. And that sounds old. That sounds much bolder. And we've been doing this. And I thank you so much for watching. I thank you so much for wanting to chime in with us. See, that was just some crazy stuff. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay. So now what are we talking about on the next clip? Am I ready for that one?
Yeah, I hope you are.
I'm ready every day.
This lady, her name is Libby Crisps, and she came on the show hoping that her girlfriend, Angie, would dump her abusive man. So, yeah, this is a pretty tough one. So, I hope you're ready for this. All right, it's here. Here we go.
23 now. She got hooked up with this guy. That is bad news. I told her not to get with him because he'd been known for hurting other girls. And she ended up going against my will, getting with him. And he's hurt her so many times. He's knocked her out. He's choked her to the point he leaves bruises on her neck.
No, he's not here to defend him. He's not here to defend himself.
Okay, I'll just tell you what he does to her.
Okay.
And she also has 2 children.
Are any of these his children?
No. But in the middle of the night, sometimes if they get in an argument, he'll kick her out. She'll come to my house. When he kicks her out, he kicks her kids out with her. She'll come to my house, and she's come to my house so many times, I've never, ever turned her out.
Do you have your own family?
Yeah, I'm married, and I live with my husband, just the 2 of us.
So she comes into your home with her children. What do you say to her, Libby?
Well, I beg her to leave him. He hurts her. Every time he hurts her, he hurts me. He hurts her children. Her family wants her to leave him, and...
Why does she say she goes back? Or why do you think she goes back?
I really don't know. Besides, she probably just wants somebody with her. She's afraid of being alone. She wants somebody to take care of her and her kids, which he doesn't even do. He supports her money-wise. But as far as love, I don't think that if he loved her, he'd hit her. I don't think that he would kick her out in the middle of the night with her children.
So what happened? You're right. What happened the last time she came running to you?
The last time she came to my house, I had just moved in with 2 other people, and one of them is a girl, and we decided to put her on house arrest. We took her shoes, her keys, her clothes. I took her to work from work to make sure she wasn't staying with him, and whenever she, did good, then she'd get certain things back. Well, I ended up giving her keys back, and not any sooner did I give her keys back the same day, I caught her going out to her boyfriend's work. I followed her out there, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I just needed some money." And I said, "You don't have to go to him for money. If you need money, you can come to me. I love
So, is she still dating him or not?
Well, she still sees him, and she tells me that they're not going to get back together real soon, that she wants to get her life together, but she still goes over to his house. She still stays at his house when I beg her not to. I beg her for her children that she doesn't stay at his house, that she doesn't subject her children to this.
Libby, I'm listening to you, and I hear fear for your friend Angie in your voice. What are you so frightened of?
I'm scared that he's going to kill her.
It's that bad?
It's that bad. And I love her so much, I don't want to make her funeral arrangements. I don't want her kids to have to grow up without their mother.
And you have come to the point of giving her an ultimatum to say to her, enough is enough. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, maybe you can tell your friend to help her to get some kind of a career, something to motivate her, and that she can support herself, and she'll have her self-respect and self-dignity, and she doesn't need to go back to him, and she'll find there is somebody, if there is somebody out there for her,
It's always somebody.
Else.
It's always somebody.
And her father is very willing to help her. He wants her to get out so bad that he's willing to set up a place for her to stay, for her and her kids to stay. He loves her so much.
So it's not about families not willing to help her?
Oh, no. Her aunt and uncle have done everything they can, especially her uncle came to this town we live in 3 days looking for her, finally found her, moved all of her stuff out of the house so that she would get away from him. She stayed the night at my house. The same night she snuck out of my house and went back to him.
Well, Libby, this has got to be so difficult for you. But you turn to that monitor and you tell Angie what you want from her.
Angie, girl, I love you so much. I don't want you to die. Your kids love you. And it's written all over Ty's face. He is sad. He is hurting because you are hurting, because it's hurting you. Please don't throw this away. Please, I love you so much. Don't be mad at me. I want to help you. I want you to get help. I love you. Your parents love you. Everybody loves you, and they just want to see what's good for you, Angie. They want to see you happy. I want to see you happy. I don't want to make your funeral arrangements, girl. I love you. Please, please leave him today. Don't see him anymore.
Libby, Angie has heard all you've had to say. We'll find out if she'll agree to.
So she looks so angry just looking at her. It looks
the
crazy.
chick in the back.
Yeah.
She got the, how dare you put me on television? How dare, but she got permission and she came to the show. So you knew what was jumping off. It wasn't like you didn't know you were going on a talk show. And it was like an intervention. And she seems so desperate to help her friend. It ain't nothing like when your friend get in trouble and there's nothing you think that you can do. All I could do is be supportive. Several of my girlfriends have been involved and few of my family members have been involved in being victims of assault, being victims of abuse. And, you know, I mean, I can't tell you how many times the phone would ring in the middle of the night and you really can't hear a word, understand the word they're saying, but you know that they're in distress. You know, and they're like, hey, okay, you know something is wrong. I mean, one time one of my girlfriends called me in the middle of the night and she cried in my ear all the way to her house. This was after we had cell phones. And you would think that abuse, you know, would die down, especially, you know, men hitting on women. First of all, let me tell you, a man would never hit a woman. A boy will. A man will never hit a man. A grown man who understands what it means to be a grown man would never, you know, find himself being abusive. He would walk away. We would walk away, and you know, it'd be sometimes it's the ones that like, oh, you ain't never gonna leave me. You gonna stay with me. If I can't have you, want nobody.
Nobody can have you. Yep.
You know, and I'm like, and she's got children. She's got children, and if when she does not make smarter choices for herself and for her children, I would pre-venture to say she would lose this friend. This is a really good friend.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, you know, oftentimes, you know, your friends will come with you. Your friends will, you know, your good girlfriends, you know, they'll come with you. Oh, wait, let me ask you, do you know the difference between a good girlfriend and a great girlfriend?
What's that?
Okay. She called you on the phone. Shaq, I bashed him in the head with a statue. He bleeding all over. I don't know what to do. She tell you, don't touch anything. Don't do anything until I get that. I'll make sure you get the, you know, right representation. Just don't touch anything. We got you. That's a good girlfriend. Great girlfriend. Oh, Shaq. I done smack Shaq with it. I done smack Shaq. Go on, mother. I done smack Shaq with a statue. I don't know what to do. I know he dead. He ain't moving no more. Oh, my God. What am I going to do? This is what your great girlfriend will say. I'm coming with the shovel and the plastic. See,
yep.
That's what a great girl.
Ride or die.
And it's good to have these people in your life, because my ride or die chicks, they'll check me in a minute. They'll be like, okay, you done lost your mind. I told you they put me out of my own house one time. Get out. You ain't coming in here until it's time for the party. I was like, have I just been kicked out of my own home? Yeah, I got kicked. They kicked me out. But that's what your ride or die can do. And she seems like a ride or die friend. That's her sister friend who is in pain. And maybe she got that look on her face because she realized, oh, and you snuck out the house where you were safe to go back into that.
Yeah.
What kind of mind game is this cat playing on her? Let's. Oh, see, I done got all weepy. I didn't think this was gonna get to me like that. But you can't just keep beating on women and they just gonna be all right. Two of my girlfriends and one of my sisters. This was her best friend. They grew up together, and she was in an abusive relationship, and she would always call my sister, you know, and ask her what to do. So my sister told her what to do, found her a safe place, you know, where she knew people were going to be, you know, looking out for her and whatnot. Her abusive boyfriend was going around the city stalking her, looking for her, like he's hunting for her. And we found out he was actually hunting for her. So he found out where she was staying, and it was like on this big giant boulevard. You know, it's beautiful. The houses are big and beautiful. She is getting out the car. They had just went, I don't know if it was shopping, but say for the sake of the conversation, they were coming home from shopping. She's in the driveway, going up walking up the driveway to go in the house. He pulls up, block the driveway off, so can't no cars get out of there. He comes in running up to her. She got her back there. He shot this girl in the back 4 or 5 times, killed her right there, just murdered her. And this was what he said. Well, she ain't gonna be bothered with nobody else. Because if I can't, he had one of those mentalities. Don't get me wrong, he went to jail. He probably still in prison because it was first degree murder because he was planning on killing her. and they told him, you ain't gonna never see the outside, but you done took another person's life. Another chick, and this was my girlfriend. We loved her so much. She was married and had 3 kids. And it was like, in elementary school, or they were walking and talking. They knew what they could make a what was going on and see what was going on. Well, she was in a very abusive relationship, and then he got hooked on dope, and then he got even more vicious and evil, to the point he took his wife outside, murdered her, and drove around with her dead body in the trunk of in the back of their van for 3 days. The police pulled up on him, and because he was like in a place that a car shouldn't have been, and the police pulled up on him, knocked on the door, and he opened up the door, and then they said, "Well, what's that smell?" When he opened up the door, because a dead body starts smelling after 3 days. That's why I believe the whole Jesus story, because he came up out the dead and he wasn't smelling bad, and she was dead in the back of the van, and she had been there for 3 days. Her body has started to decompose, and this is the mother of his children. And he had to do some time, but these kids won't grow up with either parent in their lives, when they needed them. And so I know how that can be. I've seen that happen to people over and over. And they'll tell you, the women who are being abused, well, I love him. He won't be the same without me. Well, maybe he shouldn't be the same without you. Do you love him more than you love you? Oh, you love another abusive, just a crazy person. And he is putting these are your kids. I'd have had my babies one up under each arm. And I'd have been, if I had to get one on my back, and we come in and we know we could get some refuge. Oh, no. Next thing you're going to hear from me, you're going to have a restraining order. Which he didn't care about the restraining order. So I understand where her pain is coming from. And when it's your girl, and when it's your girl, they seem like, well, she seemed like a ride or die girlfriend. She seemed like a great girlfriend. And it's just heartbreaking when you see people that you love getting beat up. I mean, I remember one of my mother's friends. I done shared this story with people, so I ain't gossiping. This really happened. She was in that same situation. She had a little bitty tiny thing. It just ain't big as about this many big. You could fold her and put her in your pocketbook. And this guy that she was with was just, didn't nobody like him. He was just a big, greasy, I couldn't stand it. He always smelled like oil or something, like he didn't. And then come over here, baby, give me some sugar. I'm like, I ain't coming over to do nothing. Mama, the nasty man trying to touch me. Oh, no, it was going to be hell to tell the captain. He threw her out in the winter. This is in Cleveland, Ohio, where it's, you know about cold weather. You from New York. And you notice my accent came in, you from New York. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love New York. And so he threw her out in the snow in a negligee. No boots, no coat, nothing. Just literally picked up and threw. And he had an alcohol problem. He just couldn't, whatever he was doing. But he was making a lot of money. So I'm thinking he a dope dealer or a car mechanic. Same thing. Okay, shut up, mother love. It's not. Threw this woman out. She walked through the snow, got to our front door, and she couldn't even knock on the door. She was just banging her body sound like, because you could tell her knocking, and then you could tell. My mother got up, she said, and I was always the apprentice. I was always the sushi chef. I got to be there for backup. And so she picked me up, we walked down, and she's like, it sounds like a thud, My mother opened up the door, she just fell in my mother's arm. He had beat this woman. He almost broke her arm. She got bruises all over her body. She had a mark that I didn't even know what that was. But my mother said, oh, he didn't kick you. It was a boot print. And we got her some clothes, cleaned her up, she took a bath and everything. And she said that was the most peaceful night of sleep she had in however long she was with him. The next day, My mama took her down to the police station. We were the police. Took her down to the police station, got her and to the court and got a restraining order against him. And then I guess he figured, he gonna whoop her again because she got a restraining order for him. And I guess he didn't think what that meant. And when the police came and picked him up and handcuffed him, and they would do that. And I think the most because they knew my mother, because she was top notch in the neighborhood, around the city. Got her a restraining order, and they ended up moving. They ended up moving, and they didn't, prosecute men for, beating up a woman back then. They would just get away from them, go someplace, you got somebody you could go stay with, kind of thing. And so that was hard. That was really hard. And it was really hard to watch this young lady just her heart broken for her friend. Okay. I know y'all don't want to hear all that. Let's play it.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back. We're here with Libby Crisp. Libby just told her friend Angie that if she doesn't get out and stay out of her abusive relationship, then she needs to find another place to live. Well, Libby, let's see what Angie decided to do. Go take your place in front of the door. All right, Libby Crisp, let's open that door. Oh. Come on, baby. Come on. Come sit down here. Come on, sit down here with me. Come on. This is your girlfriend. Oh, Libby. Shh. Come on. Shh. Libby. Come on, baby. For whatever her reasons are, and I know you want to know why she did not come through that door. Let's talk to Angie. Angie, what do you want to say to Libby?
Well, I don't understand why she's making me do this right now.
Talk to her.
Libby, I love you. You know I do. You know that. I'm trying the very best I can right now to make the very right decisions. And I don't think it was fair for you to make me choose right now. Something that I'm not ready to do at the moment. I care more about you than I do him, yes. I love him.
Then why? He hurts you, Angie. He puts bruises on you. He's made you pass out.
Wait just a minute, Angie. You said you care more about Libby than you do him. Well, do you care more about Angie than you do him? What about you? What about your children? Do you think about that when he's trying to choke you? When she says the things that he's doing to you, do you think about that? Do you think about that? You think about what your kid's future is going to be like? You have sons or daughters?
I have a son and a daughter.
You got a daughter. So do you want your son to grow up believing it's all right for women to take this kind of treatment? And your daughter?
No, I don't want him to. I don't want my kids to grow up like that. I love my children. I do very much. I want them to be happy, but I want them to have a father. I can't.
Okay, you want them to have a father. Okay. That's a good thing to want. Do you want them to have a good father or somebody who set a good example? Well, then why are you selling yourself short, baby? I don't understand. There are women that would just break off their right arm to have a girlfriend like Libby. She is more fighting for your life when you're not. I know. We have a few questions for you. Yes, sir.
I just like to say I have around 100 nieces and nephews.
100.
And one time you can sort of overlook it and hope that things will turn out better. But 2 times is 2 times too many. You don't need this man, he's not much of a man, to carry on in front of your kids like that. Sweetheart, please listen to your friend. Listen to your friend. There is somebody out there for you who will love you and your children.
Angie, why do you say, right now I can't do this right now? What are you so afraid of? What do you think's gonna happen?
Well, I know he's gonna change. Well, he says he's gonna change for me.
Oh, baby, you know what? I know, sweetie. I know you want to believe that. But he's an adult. Adults are not, he's not going to change that much. And why should he when you let him do this to you? Yes, ma'am.
I just have a question. Is there any other abuse besides the physical abuse that's involved in the relationship?
Like, what are you asking?
I mean, usually it seems like that she's there. She's there for a reason, and I don't really believe that it's love. That's not love. I mean, she's hurting. You can see that on her face. She's hurting.
Are you scared to leave him? Are you afraid to leave him?
Yeah. Well, no and yeah.
Girl, you can get over the loneliness. You're not going to be by yourself. You'll get over the loneliness. There's someone else out there for you. I mean, I've had the experience also, and it's going to hurt a little while. It's going to hurt, especially if you're used to him being in your life, but you don't deserve to look the way you're looking. You're a pretty girl. You don't deserve to look like that.
Nobody deserves that. It's like the lady said, love does not hurt. Yes, ma'am.
I would like to say that, Libby, erase your ultimatum. She needs you, and stay with her, even though she did not do as you wanted her to. But please stick with her. She needs you and her family.
Because she said, withdraw your ultimatum and be her friend. Are you willing to do that? Can you do that? Or is this just it?
I don't know. Right now, I've taken her in so many times that I've asked her not to go back. Her family has asked her not to go back. And she does. Every time she lets me down, she makes promises to me, and she breaks them. I've been her friend for 15 years, and it's killing me to see him hurt her.
Angie, you have to get yourself safe. We're going to have a number at the end of the show that you can call, or anybody who is hurting, involved in an abusive relationship like this. Get yourself some help and get out. Somebody will help you.
Yeah, so
she is just so frightened and so afraid. She's scared of something. And a man wouldn't make a woman he loves
right
like that. He's beating on her because he's it can't be that fast. We ain't what?
Oh, was over already? Oh, wow.
Okay, people need to see that. And it
Yeah.
doesn't seem like since then that things have gotten worse. This is the 21st century and people are hurting so desperately. This is so needed. And it's not even about me. It's not about me. It's about having a space and a safe people can come and they don't have to feel, like, well, some of them probably feel judged after I go off on them and carry on. Yes, I am judge and jury. I want to execute your dumb mistakes. I want to, let you understand. You don't have to let them have that kind of real estate up in your mind. Tell people how they can get to you, Shaq.
If you want to watch all these episodes in their entirety, you can go to my YouTube channel at Shaq C. I have 130 plus Forgive or Forget episodes. So if you want to watch them, you can. I am also at. Oh, I should have promoted this a long time ago. I also have a Discord server. It's called Broadcast Plaza. You can search for it. We talk about media. And we love you there. We're giving you so much love there as well. So we were talking about you the other day.
We got 10 seconds. I want to thank you for all that you do, and I will see you on next Saturday. We do this every Saturday at 5:00, and you have to. And look, you're on vacation now. We might be able to show some of them during the week. Oh, don't think I wouldn't want to see them. Oh, yes, we do. And thank you to the people who logged in. We thank you so very much. And everybody needs some mother love now and then. It's not me, that's God working, y'all. I love you. Thank you very much for watching and listening. We'll talk soon. And remember this, no matter how big or tall, short or small, thick or thin, it matters not what skin you're in. Everybody needs some mother love now and then. Peace, my brothers and sisters. Thank you again, Shaq.
Bye.